Good morning, everyone. I am deep in DRA grading. Look at that. Like, ugh. Those scores are due today. Actually, I think they were due last night. Or they're supposed to be up by today, which I never understand. I would like a time, set time saying DRAs are due Friday at 3 o'clock or 8 a.m. or something, because it just helps my brain. I always misinterpret things because I'm really bad at that apparently, and I'm like, wait, do you have to have them up by the end of Friday or at the beginning of Friday? I straight up did not feel like wearing pants. If I was not able to wear jeans, I was gonna wear a dress, but I did put on leggings underneath so that I could stay warm. So I am gonna finish grading these as quickly as possible, and hopefully before the kids get here this morning. And I'm going to do something else, and I was gonna tell you guys, but now I don't remember. Oh, today is our Valentine's thing. So I made all of my cookies, I made little heart cookies in there. And so we're gonna have our Valentine's Day. Oh my God. That is awesome. Look at that one. Do it again.
Okay.
Go, Evan. Oh, man. Woo!
Stand next to your back. Why are you holding up to your head?
Look at these guys.
No, I figured I just make you right. I can't find the key.
Huh? Hurry up, set it up, set it up. No, you gotta leave your Twizzlers. Put that there, put that there. Put your box there, put your box there. Where's your Twizzler? Put your Twizzler there. All right, ready, set, go. Now you do the rest of it.
Mine's light pink. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Red plus dark pink plus white minus pink, light pink.
Yeah.
All right, go. Oh my gosh, go. Dump it in the heart. Blow. Hey. Find a spot, take a seat. Okay, it is the end of the day and my room is a hot freaking mess. Look at it. I actually did take off all of the tops with all the trash on it, but it's look at that random stool tipped over. Ugh. It is now time for me to start cleaning, but it was so much fun. We really enjoyed it. We did, they got to decorate some of their boxes, and their boxes were so creative. I absolutely loved some of them. Well, all of them actually. They all worked really hard, and they did a little competition where they voted on them. So we had one for creative, funny, the neatest one, the recyclable one, best in show, and it was so cute. They had so much fun doing that. We had a minute to win it games that were really excited. On one of them they had to, it was like a candy obstacle course, so they had to put all the candy on their page, and then they had to go through the little obstacle course, and then we had a few minute to win it games because we were running low on time. But we did where they had the little heart, conversation heart, they have to put it in their mouth. We did that one. We did another one where they had a popsicle stick and they had to do it with a partner. They had to stack as many conversation hearts as possible. And then they had where they were in their houses and they had to hold a balloon in their house, circle, with their opposite of writing hand. So their writing hand was behind their back, so they were using the opposite hand. I can't do that. I'm not very coordinated with my left hand. So, but it was so much fun. Then we came back into my room because all that was done in my partner teacher's room. Then we came back into my room and they had plates with just popcorn and pretzels and cookies, and they got to decorate their own cookie, and they just got to wind down from that. And then we rushed out. I'm sweaty and I'm hot, and now it's time for me to clean up my room. I stayed way later than what I actually wanted to, let me tell you. But I finally got everything cleaned up. So my room before was a hot mess, and now my room looks like it's gone back to normal. So here it is now. Yay! I had full intentions of putting up my little C over there where it says hoist now, but I have no hot glue gun, which is very weird for me because I have usually like 2 or 3 hot glue guns and I cannot seem to find any of them. So that is gonna have to wait until another time when I can actually find my hot glue gun. But oh well, it's a new word, hoist. Boys and girls, we have a new word today, and it's hoist. So I've been here for a while, and it is almost 8 o'clock, so about meeting time. And I don't know, I've been in a really bad funk. My hair is looking so bad. Oh. Okay, little tip for you. Go to the dollar store, pick up some little hair ties, and keep them on the ring. Because, never fails, I would always have a student who would need a blessed hair tie, or my hair is looking crazy. No, I do not have my kids bring them back to me. They get to keep them. And I'm like, you're welcome, you have a hair tie. Yahoo! And then mine end up probably getting stuck in the vacuum. All right, hello everyone. Happy Monday. I am just starting to vlog. Sorry about that. I actually got here pretty early this morning, which I was very, very surprised about, but didn't get a chance to like vlog because I've been sidetracked with 100 million other things that I've been doing. So sorry about that. But today's been a good day. This is now my second break of the day, so it's the last break for today. And we've had a very productive day, continuing with like our text structure, and just the kids have been working, everybody's been on task, which has been really, really nice. They're getting work done because we have a whole new system that we're using, and it is freaking awesome. And like these kids, we've been using it since last week, and these kids are all over it. Like, they are wanting to get their work done because they understand that we mean business now. So here's kind of what we've done. I've taken this binder, which this used to be my intervention binder back when I was in kindergarten, and I actually really like it because it has like one of these little things that holds papers, which is really nice. And I still have some of my cards from when I had my intervention for kindergarten. I have yet to clean it out, but that's okay, it's not a big deal. So what I'm doing is I'm housing my, what is this thing called? Project-based learning. Not project-based learning, their passion projects in here, like a list of what they're working on for their passion projects. And then back here is where the magic is. So I have, sorry, kids is giving me work, and so it's been staying in there. I have all these little numbers, and it actually goes all the way to 31. I don't use all the way to 31. I think I use all the way up to like 24, 25 or something like that. 24. But I have a sheet of paper for the kids, and let me show you an example. So here's what it looks like. It says weekly missing assignments, and then as I'm going through and checking for the day, I will write down any of the stuff that they're missing on their page. So each of the kids have a page like this with their names on it. And then as they like make it up from their recess time, they have to give it to me during their recess time. I will write the day that they complete it, or if they do it for homework, and then I will sign off. Uh-oh, I lost a piece of paper. But this is what it is. And literally all I do is take their little checklists for each class that looks like this, and then I will write down the assignments that they were supposed to have turned in to me, and I will just at the end of the day, like really quick, go through and just check them off if they've completed them. The next morning, which was like maybe this morning, the next morning I would write them in here in this thing and generate my list on a sticky note to give it to my partner teacher of who's staying in for recess, so we have a better idea of who's staying. And it works out so nice. The kids are on top of it. They're getting work done because they know that they are being held accountable, which means that yes, I have to do a little bit more work, but they're being held accountable, they're getting their work done, and it makes me happy. So yes, so I had my Valentine's Day party, yes, on Friday, and it went so well. I was so excited. Actually, it was a really great little party, and the kids absolutely loved it, which is nice as well. So we had that on Friday, so we're not really going to do anything tomorrow, although my partner teacher and myself are going to hand out our Valentines to our kids, so I need to go to Target and finish getting my Valentines because I have yet to do so. So that's what I'm going to work on today. What else was I going to say? That was really it. That kind of catches you guys up on what's been happening. Ooh, super excited that I found these. So I saw this from, oh bless, I can never remember names. Somebody off of Instagram, but she had found these at the Container Store, and they're, I mean, they're a little expensive. It's 99 cents for each one of these, but they're pretty durable unless like the kids are really going to actually tear them apart, and I'm going to hope and pray that they're not going to do that. But this is going to be meant for their word study, so their little words are going to go inside of the little pockets. These are called business card holders at the Container Store, so it took me a while to figure out what these were called. Business card plastic holders is what this is called. So the kids are going to put their word study words inside of this so that they can keep track of it, because they fall everywhere, and this is easier to slide inside of their data binders instead of using like the little containers that I've used in the past that are a little bit too bulky and big. So very excited about these. If you're needing a solution to organize some of those, check this out. This is a really good option. I have also seen where people have like purchased these where you can get like all of the sizes, the toolboxes, all of the sizes like this, and they put their words inside of here, and that's the words that they work out of for that week, which is also another really good idea, but you would have to keep them out somewhere in the room for the kids to be able to reach them, and you would have to be able to find the toolbox for it. So you can either use something like this that they keep track of, or if you want to put it somewhere in the room where they have to go and get their words, you could put it in one of these, and they can get to it easily and have their names on the outside. I got into like a little organization kit right here, didn't I? I like it. I posted a picture this morning on Instagram of my little toolbox that I have. I guess you would call this a little toolbox. This one that I got from IKEA, I love it. So far, so many of you are loving it, and I thank you so very much for that. Oh, you guys are so precious. Y'all make me so happy. Okay, on another note, today I wanted to talk to you guys about some nonverbal cues that you can use in the classroom. So I asked you guys if you wanted to see some of like the signs that I've used in the past. Now let me tell you the whole story with this. When I first started my internship, when I was getting my degree, we had 2 deaf kids in the class, so they could not hear, and I had to learn verbal things. And now there's some that I have like kept and they've stuck with me ever since, and there are some that I just do not remember all the way. But I did want to share out a few of the ones that I use in my classroom. So one that I do use, and this is probably one of the ones that I use a lot of, is stop. And it's all basically, I just put my hand flat, I take my right hand and I just go stop. That means stop. So I go, and they know to stop. The next one I have is, this one means no. So usually if I do that, I would say stop, no. Those are my like 2 go-tos that I will use a lot of the times. I think a lot of people use these as well, where they'll do bathroom and then water. So if they need a bathroom, they'll tell me like this. If they need water, they'll go like this. Another one that I will use is to tell a kid to go sit at their table. Typically, again, if I see them doing something, I will stop until I get eye contact with them. So basically, I'm like staring them down, and I'm like, And as soon as they turn and they see me, because you know they feel you looking at them. As soon as they turn and see me looking at them, I'll go. And that just means stop, go to a table. I'm like, table is 2 times. So stop and then table. So one more time. Stop, table. So me telling them to go to a table is another cue that, hey, you need to move. You are not making good choices wherever it is that you are at. You need to stop what you were doing and go to a table. So that is another one that I have. I'm trying to think of these like on the fly. I had a little piece of paper that had all of these on there, and y'all, I cannot find my piece of paper. So I showed you those. Some other ones is typically if I need them to look at a speaker of somebody that's talking. This one's super easy, and this is probably nowhere near like the actual sign language that is out there. But I will literally go and I will point to whoever it is that they need to have their eye contacts on. Like, let's see if they're looking at a book, I will say eyes on your book, and I will just make my hand out to say my book. Or if I have them like looking at the screen, eyes on the screen. Wherever it is that we're supposed to have our attention, I'll just really quick tell them where to put their eyes. Again, just a really quick nonverbal, but I have to make sure I get their eye contact before I actually start doing some of these little signs. Let's see, another one. Oh, in the hallway, I will say walk. So that's another one, walk. I will also tell them, I'll say straight line. Well, in some of these, like, they have nothing to do with sign language, guys, okay? Like, please don't, if you know sign language, please don't diss my signs. And I don't tell my kids in any way, shape, or form, hey, this is sign language. I don't tell them that. Like, I only tell them, this is my sign to all of you to make you understand what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So if I want straight line, I want to see a straight line. So please don't diss my signs if you know sign language, because these are probably have nothing to do with sign language. Some of them I did pick it up from sign language. Some of them I have not. Oh, I used this one back when I was in 3rd grade, because when we would go to recess, the announcements would never tell us if we were having recess. Not like it is here. Here, the announcements tell us if we have recess, but the kids would always look to me and ask me whether or not we were going outside. So we had signs saying outside, because we would be eating lunch and we would be like, oh yeah, we're going outside today. Or if we were going inside. So outside, inside. So those were some of the ones that I did for when the kids wanted to know if we were going to have indoor or outdoor recess, and they didn't want to come up because they were not allowed to come up during their lunchtime to come up and ask me. So they would look at me and they would just go, and so I would just say or outside, one or the other, but they would know exactly what I meant. So some of those are ones that I use a lot, but I'm telling you guys, like, the ones that I'm like constantly is the focus on something, like focus on your book, stop, no, go to a table. This one's easy, turn around, turn around, turn around. I've been in a really bad funk all weekend long. I didn't get anything done. I wasn't productive. I was like sluggish, I guess. I don't know how to even word it. And I kind of still sense that I'm still in a little bit of that funk, but not as bad as what I was this weekend. This weekend was incredibly bad, and I don't know. I'm trying to pull myself out of those funks, and I get those funks quite a bit, and I can't ever seem to get out of it, and I just get very unmotivated. I second guess myself. I almost put myself down in a lot of ways, and I don't get why I do that a lot of the time. So I don't know. I'm still in a funk, so if this video seems kind of eh, it's because I'm in a funk. And I can't get myself out of that funk. I tried drinking water. I was like, maybe water will help, and I did. I drank really good water yesterday. But I'm still in that funk, and I can't get myself out of it, and I really want to be out of it because I want to be semi-happy again. Like, I am happy, but I don't even know how to explain my funk. And this is what I was kind of getting with my husband, is like, I don't even know how to explain my funk to you, is because like, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. Like, I'm tired and unmotivated and sad. I don't know, like, it's just a lot of feelings. And I know I get that way like right around like that time of the month, but I don't know. I am just in a funk. I hate being in a funk because it's not good for me. So, I am going to talk to you guys a little bit later about a couple of different things, but I just wanted to kind of chime in and let you guys know about my funk. Like you care about my funk. So, I don't know. I'm just in a funk and I really want to be out of it, and I hate feeling like this. I wasn't a very good mama this weekend. I wasn't a very good wife this weekend. I wasn't a very good teacher this weekend. Really, I just wasn't good at all this weekend. I was just not a good person. I was just there. I was just a warm body in the house. That's what I was. I was a warm body. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the start to your week, or you are having a pretty good week. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow, but we already had our celebration on Friday, so I don't have anything for that. And I'm out on Wednesday for my responsive classroom training, and it's a half day Friday with conferences in the afternoon. So I'm getting ready for that. But yeah, busy week. Hopefully we'll get some things done. I'll let you know.